What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, beautiful people, my ballers, my soldiers, my hustlers, welcome back. I'm your host, Ricoxmafioso, aka the 50 Shades of Black, aka Mr. Get It Fucking Done, y'all. What it do? Welcome back, motherfuckers. By the thumbnail, by the title, by the description, you already fucking know what we're gonna be talking about. But before I dive in here, all I gotta say is thank you again to all you gentlemen who left a comment in my previous videos. Every week when I wake up to a new comment and I have to engage with you guys and drop facts, or you guys are dropping facts, that legit makes my fucking world go round. So thank you very much, guys. So, I hope every one of you guys had a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever, you guys, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. And if you already know, well, I'm sure you already do, know that we're heading towards 2025. The pearly gates are right there. That means what? It's time for us to have discussions, the real shit, the things are going to get you guys feeling like you're on the top. You know what I mean? And things are going to get you guys moving in the right direction so you can go accomplish the shit that you would like to accomplish in this fucking realm, okay? And one of them are dealing with your counterpart, okay? Before I dive into that, let me just tell you all this, okay? Gents, as a youth, I was a chubby black kid, okay? First things first, black folks back in the day, we didn't have that trump card that we have nowadays. You know, that thing that makes you like a cool hip hop rapper, or something that makes you like an athlete, or whatever that gives you that cool hip factor on top of the individual that you are. Back in the day, we didn't have that. Back then, they used to be a nigga, so shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down, nigga. You know what I mean? And as well, I was a chubby motherfucker. Nobody liked chubby motherfuckers, and nobody liked niggas back in the day, and I was both. A chubby motherfucking nigga. You know what I mean? I remember, getting bullied by almost all the fucking ladies from grade 1 to like grade 9 almost, pretty fucking much. I would show my stomach, I would get roasted. I would show my face, I would get roasted. Just to tell y'all that your boy has not always been, an OG, a pimp his whole life. This shit eventually woke itself up, and I had to grab the bull by the horns and become the man that I was destined to become, which makes me the man that I am today. And with that said, today, I can tell you, if you allow me to go out with y'all, I'll pick up a lady and I'll bring her back home. If you get me on any dating websites or anything that has to do with social media, give me a couple of hours, I'll get you a couple of girls, we'll have a party. Send me to the strip club, I'll find a way to baptize that baby mama stripper, and she'll be coming back to the crib, and I'll fucking just open the gospel and I'll teach her type of shit. I got a gift, the gab these days, you know what I mean? Not to flex too hard, but I think this is the most perfect time for us to talk about this shit, because we're leaving behind 2024 and we're entering into the newer year, 2025, which means that you need to shed that old person that you were and pick up the knowledge to be able to become that motherfucker, that G, that motherfucker pimp, the one that gets everything that he fucking wants in 2025. So I don't even know what I'm gonna name like the video. I'm probably gonna name it like 2025 simp to pimp ASAP. I don't know. That's a good name. It sounded pretty cool before I said it out loud, but it doesn't fucking matter. All right, gents. Let's start it off by saying this, okay? Where did I fucking start? Where do I fucking begin? We begin with this, by acknowledging that the pool that we're currently in, the one that we're trying to dive into, which is the dating market, is an extremely competitive one, okay? There's men on top of men on top of men competing just to have the basic bitches. There's men on top of men on top of men competing to have those twilight bitches. There's men on top of men on top of men competing for the creme de la creme, for the highest, for the sexiest, for the most feminine women, okay? With that said, you need to acknowledge that it's only a few things you gotta change to be able to go from simp to pimp, aka from old Ricoxmafioso, Mr. Chubby ass nigga ain't getting no play, getting roasted every day, to shit, daddy, Rico X, pipe me down. Well, I can give myself a bunch of fucking nicknames, but y'all already know this shit. Every fucking morning, gents, when you wake up, you have the opportunity to see a mirror right in front of you. Whether it's after a shower, whether if it's brushing your teeth or doing your hair, or whatever you guys are doing, you have a fucking mirror, okay? Use that mirror wisely, because that mirror is what allows you to see your physical manifestation in this realm right now. So, you know, we're not all born devilishly handsome. We're not all born with the gift. A lot of us are going to have to really dial in and go get those points so we can boost ourselves up and look much better than we actually do at the origin, or did at the origin of things. Okay? Example, Rico X Mafia. So back then, I'm telling y'all don't even want to see that photo. Like, if you do, go to my Instagram, and I'm gonna make sure to send that shit in the DM so you understand where I'm coming from. So, look in yourself in the mirror, because you are a metaphysical representation. This flesh body is a representation that you have here in this realm, and this is what you are going to have to use to persuade and to get what you want. First things first, gents, what I had to do was lose the fucking baby fat. Lose the fucking fat. I don't know why it is so hard for gentlemen to take notes on something as simple as this. Guys, if you are overweight, if you are obese, if you have man titties, if you have something that jiggles every time you turn around, you're going to need to fix that and address that, okay? Because you are not going to get the type of woman you want to attract if you're not comfortable in your own fucking skin. Peep this fucking game. This is the most basic shit ever. Everybody probably already told you this. You need to look good to attract other things that look good. That is pretty much a universal law. You are what you attract to a certain extent. Okay? That means go to the fucking gym. There's no fucking excuses, gents. We're entering 2025. You can go at the corner of every fucking street. If you don't have the fucking money to go afford a gym pass, you can go to the fucking monkey bars. You can go to a children's park. You can go running. There's calisthenic parks everywhere. All you gotta do is be consistent. Secondly, stop forking all the garbage ass foods down your fucking throat. You're scarfing that shit down like it's going to fucking help you, but all it's fucking doing is literally is creating fucking cellulites. And so every time you fucking move to the left, move to the right, you got something jiggling, my nigga. Shit. Come on, brother. I don't need to tell you this shit. You already fucking know. You already know how people look at you. You already know how you look at yourself. So I'm here to literally be your brother, slap you on the fucking shoulder and go, man, 2025, we gonna bring that fucking physique to the fucking next level. We gonna make you glow up. We gonna make you feel good. We gonna make you look good. Because you know how that shit works. When you start looking good, you start feeling good. When you start feeling good, you start even looking better. Alright, next tip. This right here. Shut the fuck up! Stop talking all the fucking time. Personally, you see me screaming at a fucking camera like this. I don't really talk, to be honest. Y'all, other than the employees, other than the emails, other than the engineering in the firms and the calls and things of that nature, I really don't talk. I'm a very quiet individual. And what I realized was back in the day, I really wanted to be the funny guy. I really wanted to be the guy that I could, chat an ear off and girls would find interesting. But you know what I figured out? What women really find even more interesting? Mystery, mysteriousness, quietness, observing, someone who's able to be present and not overdo his situation by trying to be something that he's not. If you're not the funny guy who can literally just crack jokes like it's nothing, or if you're the type of guy who has to literally go through his phone trying to find a fucking joke and has to think 80,000 phrases before speaking something funny, then you're like me. It's not for you. We ain't these funny cats, and let's not be something that we're not. So again, when it comes to being mysterious, yes, you could be that funny guy, but you're gonna have to play around a little bit and be that dude that doesn't expose too much his cards. Yeah, you may be that funny guy, but be the mysterious funny guy. Because the moment, I'm telling you, the moment I literally took a step back, I shut the fuck up, and I played more attention to the ladies, and you know what I mean by playing attention, not literally caring too much, but paying attention to her, what she was saying, and just replying to what she was trying to develop. It made the whole chemistry so much easier between us. Especially the fact that women naturally want to talk, if interested, of course. So all you got to do is bring the Kindle, the wood, pour a little bit of gas, light that thing up, and let her take care of the fucking fire. Let her add more gas. Let her add more wood. You're just there to play the adult, make sure nobody gets burnt, if you know what I mean. All right, step number 3. There's one thing I did that really changed my game from being a simp to a pimp. And psychologically speaking, it was just not giving a fuck anymore. A fuck about what? A fuck about getting the box, getting the pussy. Like, I remember there was one point where it was so important. Everybody was, some of my friends telling me, yo, I hooked up with this girl, I made up with this girl, yo, I smashed this girl. And all of a sudden, you're getting sidestepped into wanting to be like these gentlemen. So, you get yourself in a situation with a cute little shorty, and all you want to do is fuck. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, because all I want to do is fuck too. But don't make it like it's your don't make it seem like it's your only objective or primary objective, because eventually you will get manipulated if that's the case. Because if you're trying to have access to an individual, and that individual, what she is trying to guard is herself, and you're trying to have access to her, the only way you'll be able to have access to her is if you play the game, and playing the game is not by allowing her to know how important that thing you're trying to have access to is, so she doesn't guard it so deeply. Because the moment she realizes that all you're there is for that, I promise you, my G, she gonna play you like a fool, or she gonna stretch it out more than she need to. Even though she might be into you, actually, she might fuck with you. She might like everything about you, but the moment you demonstrate to her that, okay, you know what, I really want to hit it, I really want that box, I really want to spend that time with you, she gonna start making you do double backflips just to see how bad and how much you want it. So again, the solution to all of that is saying, fuck it, I want you, shorty, I want it real bad, but hey, if I don't get it, I don't get it, I'll move on. Shit. Not putting pussy on the pedestal, man. You never put pussy on the pedestal. Y'all already know that shit. Come on, ballers, my hustlers, my G's. All you motherfuckers know that shit, man. All right, let's dive into the next one. Ladies and gents. Ladies and gents, love, gents. You're going to need to be able to Look at her right in the eyes. I'm telling you, and have a dialogue. I know, right? I know, right? The reason why I say that is because a lot of you gents are afraid to have a basic conversation that may not involve what you wanted to involve. It may not get you to the point where you want to get, but still having a conversation, because conversations are like breadcrumbs. If you have the right conversations at the right time with the right energy, you're leaving a breadcrumb. A breadcrumb to where? Come on, gents, that's what we're here for. Y'all already know I don't have to say none. All right, let's move on to the next shit. You're going to need to fucking be confident. And confident in yourself, I mean this, guys. It's like developed a sense of uniqueness, because you honestly are one in how many trillion? Okay, your soul is unique. There's no other soul like yours. Yeah, maybe we'll find a metaphysical that looks exactly like yours. Cool, cool, cool beans. But your soul, there's nothing like yours out there. You are made in the likeness of the Most High. Okay, and the soul that you are harboring within your body right now is 101. Act like it. Okay, go develop a sense of style, your style, class. Look strong, look clean, look demanding, look dominating. Look like you are comfortable within yourself. The moment I came back from grade 9 summer camp and I lost weight and I was more confident, I didn't give a fuck no more. I took the pussy off the pedestal. I started focusing more on me, playing sports and shit like that. That's when I realized, I'm like, damn, yo, I'm starting to be more comfortable with myself. I'm developing the person that I am deep down. And I started asking myself questions, how can I just be me? And then eventually, I started dressing more authentically according to the way I wanted to dress, the way it fit me, my demeanor, my body, all that good shit. So y'all going to need to develop a sense of style. Style, motherfucker. Y'all gonna need to look good. Again, it's one thing waking up in the morning, looking at the man in the mirror, you look good. But it's another thing pulling up, being comfortable in the flesh suit, but dressing up even better. And it makes a statement, because not simply that you look good physically, okay? You look good, you know what I mean? The look, you look well presentable, strong as well. And guess what? You add on top of that, you know how to dress, look clean, how to look demanding. You know how to demand attention without even opening your mouth. I'm telling y'all, if you apply this shit, by the time we get into 2025, you already dealt with 3/4 of your fucking issues, my G. 3/4 of the fucking issues are out the window. Like, all we gotta do is tighten up a couple more things, and I promise you, you're gonna be getting pussy galore. Galore, 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 galore. Okay? Alright. What else can I add on top of that list, okay? Bad boy. Bad boy Ricky. Okay, being comfortable with myself ended up having me, being more dominant in the spaces that I roam, and meaning that the conversations I would have, I wasn't afraid of having them, including the good, the neutral, and the bad. Okay. And once women see that you're able to have all these conversations, you don't give a fuck, it means that, okay, he's comfortable within himself. But I'll say this, I was having these conversations with gentlemen as well, with guys as well. Like, I really didn't give a fuck. Like, it got to the point where, hey, if we agree to disagree, cool. But I wouldn't mind as well if shit we had to beef. I wouldn't mind as well if, you and I looked each other in the eyes and we're like, all right, let's go outside, let's take this outside. I wouldn't mind whatsoever. And that's the energy that these ladies caught on to eventually and realized, like, damn, this motherfucker, like, dang, like, he's on the edge. He looks good. He knows how to talk. He knows how to, all that good shit. And he's willing to back it up with physical action and take on these motherfucking dudes out here who are your competition. Again, I will never fight a chick over for a nigga. Like, that's like, ain't for me. But you understand where I'm heading with this. Once they're able to acknowledge, like, damn, this guy as well will be able to protect me from the world and all this dangers because, he's a fierce motherfucker. The pussy gets naturally wet, my G. Naturally wet. All right, let's move on forward. All right, this is something that's, again, very, very obvious, but you're going to need to develop a sense of creativity or creativeness when it comes to talking to these ladies, because, again, I mentioned that it's hyper competitive in the dating pool currently, and you don't want to be saying the same shit that she heard 1,000 times from these dudes out here. Like guys, you could say hello, like it's part of the English vocabulary, but if you're going to say hello, say it with your chest, say it with the energy behind it, say it with intention, and say like you would, like the one and only, the spirit that you have, say like you would. Because if you start acting and sounding like everybody else, trust me, your game is already done right there, because you're easily replaceable, because guess what, you're like everybody fucking else. All right. Hey, this is warfare right here, okay? You know when I told you don't put pussy on a pedestal, right? And I was dead serious about it, because pussy attracts pussy, and excuse me for using that vocabulary, but it is what it is. You guys understand it very well. Pussy attracts pussy, okay? If you're able to get one girl, you're able to get another girl. The formula is just extremely repetitive. It is extremely repetitive. If you're able to get one girl, you're going to be able to get another girl. If you're able to get another girl, you'll be able to get another girl, and so forth and so on, okay? Meaning, if you're able to make multiple women like you, and they know about these other women who like you, you are already going to win by a landslide. Women naturally love competition. They love seeing a man that is wanted and needed by other women, even though a part of them gets jealous. Even though a part of them is just like, fuck, I don't want to fuck with him because he might be too popular. But I'm telling y'all this, it is a fucking landslide. The moment you're able to acquire one girl, you'll acquire another one, and another one, and another one, and eventually it will be a fucking landslide, yo. I'm gonna tell you this, like, I came back from summer camp. I lost fat, I got taller from playing basketball, football, all that good shit. The moment I came back into school, there's one girl that I went to school with that bullied me, my G. She saw that I didn't give a fuck about her no more. We were in high school. She thought that I was taller. She saw that I got a six-pack. She saw everything. She saw the glow up. And she saw that other girl started fucking with me. And she literally jumped on that fucking bandwagon. She had to. Yo, everybody's talking about how fucking, who the fuck this guy is. Of course it's going to change your mind. Women, that's the thing about ladies, is they're really about social they're really socially conditioned. That's what I would say. They're extremely socially conditioned. They will go with the majority. So make sure you write that shit down because you want to go from simp to pimp. So far, I'm giving y'all the fucking keys. And the thing about being a pimp is you gotta keep your pimp hand strong, guys. Meaning, if a girl don't fuck with you, okay, move on. If a girl fuck with you, fuck with her. Then find another fucking girl. I know it's gonna sound toxic me saying this shit, but you know we're entering 2025, and I'm gonna be the coach for y'all guys out here because I gotta let my bros eat too, man. Let's go, my G. When we, when me and you gonna be going out to fucking Mexico for whatever holiday soon, I want to see you get that poom poom. I want to be your wingman. I want you to be my wingman too. So we gotta understand this game. On to the next one. On to the next one. This is a fucking numbers game, gents. A fucking numbers game. Um, there's what 8.2 billion people or something like that on the planet Earth. Majority of them are women. If you're going to fucking cry your ass off in the corner or think it's the end of the fucking world because of one girl and because she broke your heart and she did whatever, first things first, I'm sorry to hear about that, my G. Trust me, I've been there. I had a fiance, I had a girl that broke my heart too. But guess what? You see me crying over here today about it? Nah, because guess what? We keep that pimp hand strong, my nigga. My motherfucking G's, my hustlers, my ballers. We keep that pimp hand strong. Tell that motherfucker we don't cry around here. And if we do, it's because our moms. You know what I mean? She's the only reason why we ever gonna shed a tear. Not for these girls out here, my G. You know better. Come on, man. Pimp game strong. Peep game, my G. Peep game. We out here. And I think I'm going to leave you guys off with this before, I get back to work here. Okay? Semen retention. Okay? Semen fucking retention, my G. Because that's going to most likely boost up all your attributes that I talked about already. Most of the attributes that I talked about: physical prowess, confidence, not putting pussy on a pedestal. These things already by itself, if you were to practice a high level of semen retention just by the little things I've already